Hello, children. So, today let us continue with the page number 10. First lesson, Nutrition Food Supplying System. In that, we are going to carry on with page number 10. So, here in detail, we are going to learn about the transverse section of a chloroplast. So, chloroplasts are found more in the mesophyll tissue of when we take the transverse section. A single chloroplast is oval in shape. When we cut it and open, we find an outer membrane and an inner membrane. So, inside this inner membrane, there will be a liquid portion which is transparent almost, and it is called as stroma, whereas those coin like structures are called as thylakoids. These thylakoids are arranged like stacks, like how the stack of books, one book is arranged over the other to form a heap, that is called as a stack. In the same way, these thylakoids are arranged just like coins, one over the other. So this stack of thylakoids is called as granum. Granum is singular. Like that, many stacks of thylakoids are present, which are called as plural of granum is grana. So a single unit coin-like structure is called as thylakoid. So these thylakoids or granum is the site where light reaction takes place. So in the grana, the light reaction will take place, light reaction of photosynthesis, and in stroma, the dark reaction or light independent reaction takes place. So the liquid portion which surrounds the thylakoid. So when the cell is broken, the chloroplast will also get broken. So to isolate this chloroplast, it was not very convenient in the scientists for the scientists in the beginning. But later on in the year 1954, an eminent scientist, his name was Daniel I. Arnon. He was able to break up plant cells so gently that the entire chloroplast was easily obtained, and he was able to carry out the steps of photosynthesis. In detail, he was able to explain about the different steps of photosynthesis, basically the two steps, that is the light reaction and the dark reaction. So, in order to write about chloroplast in detail, first of all, you have to mention that it is a double membraned cell. It has an outer membrane and an inner membrane. Inside the inner membrane, you can see the liquid portion which is called as stroma, and the coin-like structures are called as thylakoids. These coin-like structures, when they are arranged one over the other, that whole stack of thylakoids is called as granum. Granum is singular. Like that, many granum are joined one to the other, and those plural form of granum is grana. So, light reaction takes place in granum or in thylakoids, whereas dark reaction or light independent reaction takes place in stroma. So, this stroma is believed to be responsible for the various enzymatic reactions leading to the synthesis of glucose, which in turn joins together to form starch. Smaller molecules are called as glucose. Many glucose molecules combine to form a bigger molecule which is called as starch. So in this stroma only, the enzymatic reactions will take place which leads to the synthesis of glucose. This glucose will in turn join to form the starch. Small units are glucose, which will many glucose units will combine or join to form a bigger molecule which is starch. So here you can clearly see the thylakoid. One coin-shaped structure is called as thylakoid, which is made up of again a membrane and the center hollow gap-like structure, which is called as a lumen. And this some of the thylakoids will have a lumen which will be connected to the another stack of thylakoids, that is the granum. So connection from one granum to another granum with the help of long strand-like structures which are connecting through these thylakoids to another thylakoid of another granum. So here clearly you can see a single structure of a thylakoid and a stack of thylakoids forming a granum, and the surrounding liquid portion is called as the stroma. So here in the labeling also you can see granum, a stack of thylakoids, and stroma where the dark reaction occurs. In granum the or in thylakoids the light reaction will take place. So inside this chloroplast there will be a sunlight capturing part which is called as the photosynthetic pigment, which is nothing but the chlorophyll. There are several types of photosynthetic pigments which are involved in the process, which can produce the organic molecules like glucose in plants. Then chlorophyll is one such pigment which contains one atom of magnesium. In chlorophyll, magnesium is present. It is just like how we have hemoglobin. In hemoglobin, heme contains iron containing red pigment that transports oxygen in blood. So in our blood, the oxygen will be transported because of heme. Heme contains iron. Hemoglobin is the red colored pigment. In that iron is present which will help in transport of oxygen. In the same way, in photosynthesis, chlorophyll will have magnesium. Magnesium is responsible for capturing the solar energy and converting it into glucose. Then two major kinds of chlorophylls are also associated with thylakoid membrane. Each coin-like structure is called as thylakoid. Its membrane is present, and inside a hollow gap which is called as lumen is present. So this thylakoid membrane is associated with chlorophyll. So basically we have two types of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll A, which is blue green in color, and chlorophyll B, which is yellow green in color. In detail, when we check a single thylakoid, it is found that 250 to 400 pigment molecules are grouped as light harvesting complex, or we can also call it as photosynthetic unit inside each thylakoid. Like that, innumerable units will perform its function inside the chloroplast of green plants during the process of photosynthesis. Then the photosynthesis has several events which occur in the chloroplast. So during photosynthesis, the several events which occur in chloroplast are: first one is conversion of light energy to chemical energy. The light energy, that is from the sunlight, the light rays which have photons, this will be captured and it will be converted into chemical energy. That is the first step. Second step is splitting of water molecules, which is called as photolysis. Photo means light, lysis means breaking. With the help of light, photolysis of water will take place. So sunlight will help in breaking of water molecules. So photolysis of or photolysis of water is the second step. Third step is reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. As we know, one of the raw material for photosynthesis is CO2, that is carbon dioxide. So this will be converted during the process of photosynthesis, and finally carbohydrates will be given, which is nothing but glucose. So light is required in order to start or initiate several events inside a thylakoid. During the light reaction, the sunlight is very important. Later on, the other reactions will be carried on even when sunlight is not available. First, a series of steps require sunlight. Once the steps have been initiated, the later reactions will take place independent of light. That's why those reactions which take place independent of light are called as dark reactions or light independent reaction, which is a biosynthetic phase. Whereas that reaction which takes place in the presence of sunlight is called as light dependent reaction or light reaction or photochemical phase. So this is one of the very important point, that light reaction takes place in grana. Grana is made up of many granum. Each granum is made up of a smaller coin-like structure which is called as thylakoid. Thylakoids are grouped or form a stack to form one granum. Singular is granum, plural is grana. So light reaction takes place in this grana, or to be more specific, we can call it as in thylakoid. But whereas the light independent reaction will take place in the stroma part surrounding the grana, whatever the liquid portion is present, that is called as stroma, where dark reaction will take place. Thank you.